Hey guys, welcome back to Crafting Princesses. For the first tutorial of the superhero series, we're going to be doing Batman. I've already placed my tool, my straps, and I've also cut out an oval shaped piece of black felt that is underneath, which is what we will be attaching the Batman logo to. I also pre-cut out a template of mine out of construction paper, just like I do with the rest of my designs. Mine is freehand, but please feel free to go online, print out an image, and cut that out if you want an exact replica of that. For the yellow portion, I am using this glitter yellow craft foam sheet, which I got at Michael's. And then I also cut out a black piece of felt, which is already hot glued to the yellow glitter foam sheet. And this is what we'll be placing onto the bodice of the dress. I also used my Batman template to cut out this black felt Batman image. I'm going to just put some hot glue on the back of this, attach, and meet you back here. So I have my Batman logo ready to go, and I will just be using my hot glue gun to attach it to the bodice of the dress. Just as I do in all of my other tutorials, I make sure that when I'm gluing, I get into the hole so that I'm reaching the felt piece that is underneath the crochet top. Just using my other hand to guide the glue stick, I'm going to start on the left side. This doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to make sure it gets attached. So start with the left side and use your hand to press down firmly to secure it. Once the left side is secure, then we can move on to the rest of the image. So I'm just going to peel it back a little bit and use my glue gun to get the right side. Get as close to the edge as possible, but even after I've secured my piece down, I do take my glue gun to go around the edges one more time once it's on there to make sure there aren't any gaps between the image that is on the outside of the dress and the felt piece that is on the inside of the dress. Here I will show you what I mean about gluing around the edges. So there's a little gap at the top of my image here, so I'm just taking my glue gun and running it on the inside across the top and then pressing it down just to make sure to close all of the edges all the way around. The next step in the design, I'm going to be adding a yellow bow to the side of the dress. You can choose whatever side you'd like. I'm using a 1.5 inch yellow grosgrain ribbon. To make the bow, you're just going to cross the tails over like an awareness ribbon and take the back part of the loop and bring it down. So as you can see here, it creates 2 loops, and then you'll do a crease in the center of that and use a thread to tie off the middle. So just like that, you'll have your bow, and then make sure to trim your edges and heat seal. I have my bow made, so to attach it, I'm going to use my hot glue gun, place some glue on the back of the bow, and place it right on top of the knots on the dress. Okay, and I am doing my bow off to the side, so I'm gluing it directly onto the knots. Don't worry about the thread in the center. I will show you how to cover that in just a minute. Press down firm. Make sure you're pressing down long enough. I would recommend 45 seconds or so that the ribbon doesn't pull away from the tool. So once you have that attached, I'm taking a 3/8 inch black grosgrain ribbon to cover the center. I will be going in the holes that are in the crochet top and coming out of the bottom where the tool is. So going in a hole that's right above my bow, I'm going to come out underneath. Make sure you've heat sealed this end of your ribbon, the bottom end. Put some hot glue in the center of the bow. And then taking the ribbon, the part that is coming out of the bottom, attach the top of that ribbon to where you put your glue. And as you can see with my left hand, I'm pulling my ribbon to tighten. Once that is secured down, take your hot glue gun again, Place a dab of hot glue on top of the ribbon, and then pull down the top to secure it. Once that is secured, trim off the excess piece of ribbon and heat seal your end. When you are heat sealing, and I'll show you here, make sure that you're pulling away the tulle and the ribbon from the bow so that you're not lighting any of that on fire. So you can see here I lift it up just a bit so that I'm not close to my tulle or the ribbon on the yellow bow. After the bow has been put on, I am taking this yellow rickrack trim that I got from Hobby Lobby. It's a really wide rickrack trim, and I'm going to measure. When we're putting it on, I'm going to be starting it underneath one of the loops of my bow, and I'm only bringing it out to the side underneath the armpit. So I'm measuring that out and heat sealing both of my ends before I place it on the dress. Taking my hot glue gun, I'm putting some hot glue on the back of one of the ends of my trim and tucking that underneath the right loop of my bow. I'm gluing this directly on top of the knots as well, so at the top of the waistline. Then you're just going to use hot glue on the rest of it and attach all the way to the armpit. And that is it for the Batman design. It's a great design for beginners. It's really easy and simple to do. For the rickrack trim that I did across the front, the reason I only take it to the armpit is because if you went all the way around the dress, it would stop the dress from stretching like it's supposed to. So only put that trim across the front. You can add tons of accessories to this. I will leave a link in the description box below to a tutorial that I did on how to make a superhero mask, and you can use that to create a mask for this dress. I will also be doing a video on how to make a cape. For all the different superhero designs that I'm doing, I'll have a video for the cape. If you have any special requests, please make sure to leave a comment below. Also, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of the videos that I have coming out within the next few weeks, especially with Halloween just around the corner.